Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome again to a new lesson on دروس العربية للناشئين. In this lesson we are going to look at الدرس الخامس والعشرون, that is lesson 25, and the topic of this lesson is العم, that means the uncle, that is the paternal uncle. So we have al-hiwaru, that is the conversation, and this conversation is going to be between al-ummu and al-bintu. Al-ummu means the mother, while al-bintu means the girl. So al-ummu, the mother, said, ammuki sayazuruna yawm al-ahadi. This means ammuki means your uncle, that is referring to the female. So when we want to refer to the male, we are going to say ammuka. Ammuki, that is your uncle. Sayazuruna, will visit us. Yawm al-ahadi, on Sunday. Ammuki sayazuruna yawm al-ahadi means your uncle will visit us on Sunday. So we have al-bintu. Al-bintu, the girl, said, Mata. Mata means when. Mata, when. Then al-ummu, the mother, she said, Ala al-asha'i. This means by evening. Ala al-asha'i means by evening. So we have al-bintu, the girl, she said, Hal tahduru usratuhu ma'ahu. This means, is his family coming with him? هل تحضر أسرته معه. أسرته means his family. معه, with him. هل تحضر أسرته معه. This means, is his family coming with him? Then we have al-ummu, the mother, she said, نعم, yes. زوجته وأولاده. زوجته means his wife. وأولاده, and his children. Na'am, zawjatuhu wa awladuhu means yes, his wife and his children. Al-bintu, that is the girl, she said, Ammi yuhibbu dajjaja. This means, Ammi means my uncle. Yuhibbu dajjaja, loves the chicken. Dajjaja means the chicken. Ammi yuhibbu dajjaja, my uncle loves the chicken. Al-ummu, the mother, she said, wa zawjatu ammiki tuhibbu al-fatira. This means, wa zawjatu ammiki, your uncle's wife. Zawjatu ammiki means your uncle's wife. Tuhibbu al-fatira, loves the pie. So al-fatir means the pie. So what about when you want to say the fish pie, for instance? So we are going to say fatiru samaki, that is the fish pie. Then for the meat pie, we are going to say fatirul lahmi. Fatirul lahmi, that is the meat pie. So we have al-bintu, the girl, she said, sa'usa'iduki ya ummi fi amalil fatira. This means, sa'usa'iduki means I will help you, that is referring to the female. For the male we say sa'usa'iduka. Sa'usa'iduki, I will help you. Ya ummi, O my mother, fi amalil fatira, in making the pie. Wa i'dadil ma'idati, and arranging the table. Al-ummu, the mother, she said, Barakallahu fiki. This means, may Allah bless you. So this is the end of the dialogue that is between Al-ummu, the mother, and Al-bintu, the girl. So now let's look at some of the exercises that are below this dialogue. So the first one, we have an instruction that says, Hawwil kama fil amthilati. This means, change according to the examples. Mustakhdiman ad-damira, by using the pronouns. So the first example we have سأساعد الطالبة. That means I will help the student, that is the female student. So in the other side we have سأساعدها, meaning I will help her. So here, instead of us to repeat الطالبة, so we replaced الطالبة with her, which means her. I will help her. So example 2 we have سنشاهد المعرض. This means we will watch the show. So now we are going to replace al-ma'rida with a pronoun which is it. So in this case we are going to say sanushahiduhu, meaning we will watch it. So example 3 we have sa'antadhiru anta, which means I will wait for you. So in this case we are going to use an attached pronoun to replace anta. So in this case we are going to say sa'antadhiruka. Sa'antadhiruka, meaning I will wait for you. So in the exercise number 1 we have sa'arsumu surata. This means I will draw the picture. So in this case we are going to replace as-surah with a pronoun. So now we will say sa'arsumuha, meaning I will draw it. Number 2 we have sa'ashtari al-qalama. This means I will buy the pen. So now we replace al-qalam with a pronoun. Now we say sa'ashtarihi, meaning I will buy it. Number 3 we have sa'as'alu anti. This means I will ask you, that is you, female. So in this case we will say sa'as'aluki, I will ask you. Number 4 we have sanatanawalu al-fatura. This means we will take the breakfast. So in this case we say sanatanawaluhu, sanatanawaluhu, we will take it. So this is how we are going to complete this exercise. So now let's move on to the next one. Here we have an instruction that says istabdil kama fil mithalaini. This means exchange according to the two examples. So in the example we have a statement that says sa'usa'iduki ya ummi fi amalil fatira. This means I will help you, oh my mother, ya ummi fi amalil fatira, in making the pie. So below it we also have sa'usa'iduki ya ummi fi amalil fatira, meaning I will help you, oh my mother, in making the pie. So in the example 1 we have the word ashayu, which means the tea. So meaning here we are going to replace al-fatir, that is the pie, with ashayu, the tea. So in this case we are going to say sa'usa'iduki ya ummi fi amali shayi, meaning I will help you, oh my mother, in making the tea. So example 2 we have ya ukhti, meaning oh my sister. So in this case we are going to replace ya ummi with ya ukhti. So now we say sa'usa'iduki ya ukhti fi amali shayi. This means I will help you, oh my sister. Ya ukhti means oh my sister, fi amali shayi, in making the tea. So in the exercise number 1 we have sa'antadhiruki, meaning I will wait for you. So here we are going to replace sa'usa'iduki with the new one sa'antadhiruki, I will wait for you. So now we are going to say sa'antadhiruki ya ukhti fi amali shayi. This means I will wait for you, oh my sister, in making the tea. Number 2 we have ya akhi, oh my brother. So meaning here we are going to replace ya ukhti with ya akhi. Now we say sa'antadhiruki ya akhi fi amali shayi, meaning I will wait for you, oh my brother, in making the tea. So number 3 we have al-wajibu, that is the homework. So meaning here we are going to replace ashayu with al-wajib. So now we say sa'antadhiruki ya akhi في عمل الواجب, meaning I will wait for you, oh my brother, in doing the homework. So this is how we are going to complete this exercise. So now let's move on to the next one. And here we have an instruction that says استبدل كما في المثالين. This means exchange according to the two examples. So here we have عمك سيزورنا. This means your uncle will visit us. عمك سيزورنا. Your uncle will visit us. So in the example, we are provided with the two pronouns huwa, which means he, and anta, you. So meaning here they want us to formulate this expression by referring to these two pronouns, that is he and you. Meaning here, as for huwa, he, we are going to say ammuhu, that is his uncle. Then as for anta, you, we are going to say sayazuruka, will visit you. You see? So number two, we have ana, which means I, and huwa, he. As for ana, we say ammi, my uncle, that is trying to refer to ana, which is I, meaning my uncle, ammi. Then as for huwa, we are going to say sayazuruhu, will visit him. Ammi sayazuruhu, my uncle will visit him. So that is the example. So in the exercise, we are provided with two pronouns. The first is hiya, which is she. Then nahnu means we. So as for hiya, she, we are going to say ammuha, that is her uncle. Then as for nahnu, we are going to say sayazuruna, will visit us. Ammuha sayazuruna, her uncle will visit us. Then number two, we have anti, that is you, female. Then ana, I. So as for anti, you, we are going to say ammuki, your uncle. Then as for ana, I, we are going to say sayazuruni, will visit me. Ammuki sayazuruni, your uncle will visit me. Then number three, we have nahnu, we. Then hiya, she. So as for nahnu, we are going to say ammuna, that is our uncle, sayazuruha, will visit her. Ammuna sayazuruha, our uncle will visit her. So this is how we are going to complete this exercise. So now let's move on to the next one. Here we have an instruction that says Ajib anil as'ilati al-atiyah. This means answer the following questions. So these questions in this exercise, they are referring back to the dialogue that we treated earlier on, that is between al-ummu and al-bintu. So question 1 says Man sayazuru al-usrata yawm al-ahadi. This means who will visit the family on Sunday. So if you could remember, the uncle wanted to visit the family on Sunday. So in this case, we are going to say Al-ammu sayazuru al-usrata yawm al-ahadi, meaning the uncle will visit the family on Sunday. Al-ammu sayazuru al-usrata yawm al-ahadi. So number 2, we have Mata ziyara. This means when is the visitation? Mata ziyara. When is the visitation? So if you could remember, the visitation was by evening. So here we are going to say Az-ziyaratu ala al-asha'i. The visitation is by evening. Number 3, we have Man yahduru ma'al ammi. This means who is coming with the uncle. So if you could remember, the uncle's wife and his children were also coming as well. So in this case, we are going to say yahduru ma'ahu zawjatuhu wa awladuhu, that his wife and his children are coming with him. So number 4, we have ماذا يحب العم من الطعام. This means what did the uncle love from the food? So the uncle loved the chicken from the food. So in this case, we are going to say يحب العم الدجاج من الطعام, that the uncle love the chicken from the food. So number 5 says ماذا تحب زوجة العم من الطعام. This means, what did the uncle's wife love from the food? So if you could remember, the uncle's wife loved the pie. So here we are going to say تحب زوجة العم الفطير من الطعام, that the uncle's wife loved the pie from the food. So this is how we are going to complete this exercise. So on your own, you can try to complete this exercise, and if you have any problem carrying out the exercise, please feel free to drop that in the comment section. We'll be glad to respond to that. So مع السلامة إلى اللقاء.